Good morning, everyone. Okay, here is my long-awaited contouring demo. This is something I have promised to like 10 different people that I was gonna do a live on contouring, and I just haven't got to it yet. So I'm finally doing it, so I feel like my obligation is being completed. So before we get started, basically, contouring is something that a lot of people are like kind of scared of just because it can be kind of difficult, and we've all seen the contouring fails on Facebook and Instagram and everything. So before, like when I was first learning to contour, I basically did it with just a lighter color of concealer and a dark color of BB cream. And I'm gonna be honest, that took me kind of a while to get the hang of it because it is kind of hard. But the good news is there's now a really super easy way to do contouring, and I'm going to show you. So all I've done so far is I have foundation on, I've done my eyebrows, done my eyes. I haven't done any concealer under the eyes. See the dark circles I have? That's what happens when you have kids. So I'm actually going to take a lighter color of concealer. It's about 2 shades lighter than a skin color to help counteract those dark circles. So I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit on my finger. Now this is really important. If you don't pay attention to anything else, pay attention to this part. When you put concealer on, you don't wanna just go, you don't wanna make a half circle shape under your eye. You wanna make a triangle. It's gonna make all the difference in how your face looks. And if you make a half circle, it's actually gonna like draw the eye to bags under your eyes if you have any. If you make a half circle, or sorry, a triangle, it's gonna conceal them. And this also plays into the contouring that we're gonna do. So just put a little bit of that. You can use a brush for this, but I just do it with my fingers. So it's not going to be an exact triangle. If you have a lot of darkness in here like I do, you can use a lighter color of concealer, and our concealer actually has a brightening complex in it too. So that really helps if you tend to have dark eyes like I do. So this isn't really a good triangle shape, but the point is just to come down about halfway onto the cheekbone. So same thing over here. Just getting up into the corner where those dark corners are. And coming down about halfway onto the cheekbone. This is all gonna get blended together, so it's totally fine if it looks messy in the beginning. All right, hi Katie. So there's our concealer. Okay, so I'm doing that for 2 reasons. One of them is obviously just getting rid of my dark circles and the darkness in the corners of my eyes. And the other is that so in contouring, basically the point is you want to put dark colors everywhere that you want to kind of recede, and you want to put light colors where you want to draw the eye. So you want the top part of your cheekbone to kind of pop out, and to make your face look more angular, we want to put a dark color here so it creates a shadow so the cheekbones come out so you look like you have more pronounced cheekbones. Okay, so the easiest way in the world to do contouring is to use this Sculpting trio. I use mine a lot so it looks kind of messy, but like if this was new it wouldn't look so messy. So it's got its own mirror in it, and it's got a diagram. So if you're scared of contouring, you really can't mess up with this product. So this is what it looks like. Like I said, I use mine a lot so it's messy. And then this is the special contouring and highlighting brush that I got with it. This is so soft you wouldn't even believe it, but I'm going to take this end. I'm just going to go in the dark color here, get some on my brush. Now this is the part everyone's scared of, but I promise it's easy. You just want to visualize a line between the top corner of your ear where it touches your face and the corner of your mouth. You don't want to make the line all the way, of course. You want to start about in the middle of that line and just draw a straight line right up to your ear. Just like that. Same thing on the other side. Of course, you want to get them even. So that's how you contour the cheekbones. I mean, of course, we're going to blend it, but that's basically it. So the next step, hi, Lindsay. You want to make your jaw look more pronounced too, because that's actually kind of plays into making your face look more angular. Can even make you look thinner. When my contouring is on point, hey Amber, people always ask me if I've lost weight, so now I wonder, like, if I don't do contouring, are they like, has she gained weight? But whatever. So same thing, I'm just going to take a little bit of the dark color and just go right under my jaw. And again, we're gonna blend it when we're done so it's not gonna look stupid. The other thing, if you wanna make your chin look a little more pronounced, I don't have a very strong chin, so I'm gonna take the same thing, the dark color, and just make a little mark here and a little mark here. I'm gonna wear my hair down, so it's not gonna matter, but if I was gonna wear my hair up, I have kind of a big forehead, so I can actually make it look a little bit smaller by doing the same thing, just taking the dark color around the outside of my forehead. Okay, so this is the fun part. This is like my favorite part of contouring. I'm actually gonna make my nose look a little more sculpted. I'm gonna take the same dark color, and this is the concealer brush. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of the dark color again on here. Hey Lauren, I miss you. So does my hair. Lauren does my hair. And okay, so this is where I get kind of nervous because I don't have like a very steady hand, and you want to, as much as possible, draw a straight line. So, and if you mess it up, you can just blend it, it's fine. You want to start kind of close to your eyebrow and just make a line down the outside of your nose. If you want to make the tip of your nose look a little bit smaller, just kind of bring your line around like this. And you want to get it as even as you can because you're wanting to make your nose look symmetrical. You don't want it to look crooked because that's definitely not what we're trying to do. But again, it's never going to be perfect on anybody. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to go up here just a little bit more. That's it for the dark color. So now that's the contouring. We're going to do the highlighting. The other end of this brush is like really nice and flat and really soft. And this middle color right here is the highlighting powder, and it's got a little bit of a shimmer to it, but not too much. So what I'm gonna do is just take a little bit of this on my brush. And I'm just gonna go under the eye a little bit. This also helps to brighten under the eye. And again, we're highlighting the top part of the cheekbone because we want that to come out. And I'm going to take the same thing and I'm just going to go in the middle of my forehead here and just make a stripe right down the middle of my nose and also on the front part of my chin here. Okay, so here's the challenging part, just for me in this particular case. Normally, I would take one of our blending buds and blend all this, but guess what? I can't find them. And if you know me, you know that I have a 3-year-old who really likes to play in my makeup, so I have my suspicions that my blending buds are like somewhere in the toy box or something, but whatever. So, sometimes you just have to work with what you've got. So now how I'm going to blend this is take this end of the brush again, but I'm going to take it this way instead of this way. I'm just going to smudge out that line a little bit. So I'm just kind of smudging the dark line, kind of blending it a little bit where they meet with the light color. Same thing over here. And then same thing right here, just smudging. Just want it to look like a shadow. You don't want it to look like you drew a line on your face, because that would be weird. But by the same token, you don't want to smudge it out completely, because the whole point was to draw a line, so you're creating a shadow. So you want to keep somewhat of a line. You just want it to not look crazy. Same thing, smudge out the forehead line. Now the funny thing about the lines I drew on my nose, they mostly smudged out already when I put the light color. But I'm just going to go back with the light color brush, because if I do this, it's going to be way too much. And just kind of smudge a little bit here and here. All right. So that's pretty much it. That's like what I do in the mornings for contouring normally. There is an extra step you can do if you want. This Sculpting Trio also comes with a highlighting cream. So if you're into strobing, which is basically just like a fancy highlighting, you can use that. I'll do a little bit just to show you, but my skin is so oily, I normally don't do this because it makes me look shiny and I don't want to look any shinier than I am anyway. But for this, you use your fingers because they kind of warm up the product. I just take a little bit on my ring finger, like that. If I wasn't so oily, this would be really pretty, but then I do a little bit just over my eyebrows. Like so. Most people, I'll do it just to show you guys, but I'm going to be mad later because I'm going to look oily, but you can just put a very slight stripe down the middle of your nose. Just like that. And then if you want to make your lips look bigger and your chin look a little more pronounced, just put a little bit right there. And right there. So that's pretty much all I do for contouring. That's it. I'm gonna do my lips really quick. They are so dry and gross. Ew. Hold on one second. Sorry. I didn't realize they were this dry when I started doing this. Okay, so I'm just taking a washcloth. Get some of this off here. Okay, that's better. All right, so I thought I'd do kind of a bright color today. So I'm taking one of our new smudge-proof, waterproof pencils in the color Peachy. Probably should have sharpened this a little bit. Look how dull it is. All right, and then I'm gonna take one of the new Splash liquid lipsticks in the color Stubborn, which kind of matches my personality. Just kidding. And go right over top of that. Now with this product, you have to be a little bit careful when you apply it because it is a little bit difficult to correct it if you get it on wrong, just because it will go everywhere if you like try to rub it. So you gotta like apply kind of carefully. All right, turned out pretty good. Just gonna take my lip brush and correct it a little bit. This is like my favorite thing, this new lip brush. Love it. All right, so that's it. Ready to go to work on Sunday, yay. So as always, if you're interested in any of the stuff I used, it's all on my website, which is www.arinsmakeupempire.com. Or if you have questions, hey Joy, about anything I've used or any makeup questions in general, you can always shoot me a message. I actually like when people ask me questions. I don't know why, but I think it's fun. Other than that, I'm all done. I'm ready to go to work. So hope you guys have a great Sunday. Talk to you soon. Bye.